Mom, this is just a follow-up on the video I previously did, and I said that these preachers, they figured that if they get 2,000 members and they average in paying $50 a week, I said that they'll get like $10,000, but I was completely off. It was $100,000. So just imagine you have a minister, a so-called preacher, so-called pastor, that's getting $100,000 a week off his members, which means that he's getting $400,000 a month off his members. All right, which means that he's getting about $4.8 million a year off of his members. But look at the condition of the members that's paying him tights. Look at where they're staying. The money is supposed to be distributed. If you're gonna get biblical, because they said the Old Testament is done away with, but if you're gonna get scripture with this, you supposed to feed the poor. A tithe of your money is supposed to go to the poor, because when you pick your crops, you're supposed to leave enough for the homeless, man. But y'all have enough money to basically restructure those hoods, man. But y'all don't, man. I can't fathom being that wicked, man. That you will capitalize off poor people, man. And understand they were oppressed by the government, and you still just capitalize off them, man. So like I said, I was wrong. It wasn't no 10,000 a week. It was 100,000 a week. And that's why you're always talking about expanding and bringing more members to God and who's going to come up to the front. And no matter what church you go to, they pretty much have the same style of curriculum, because they're all Freemasons, man. All right, they all have a curriculum on how they going to use their hustle. So they'll say, if you feel like, it's in your heart to come to the front and give yourself over to Christ, basically giving yourself over to Christ is basically code for becoming a new customer, becoming a new member. And you should try to bring your friends over to so-called Christ, and bring your family and as many people to so-called Christ, because by bringing them to so-called Christ, they're bringing them into their ministry. They're making their friends members. Like, you got a Sam's Club membership, a Walmart membership. They want you to bring as many people as you can to their membership, because it's going to make you a regular customer. A member is a regular customer, man. That's all he is. A member is a regular customer, man. All right, so I even heard a preacher. He was over audio cassette tape. He was using the scripture in Romans. I'm sorry, it's in Corinthians. It said, "I have not seen nor ear have heard," which was quoting the scripture in Isaiah. Basically pertaining to the kingdom. But he used that scripture and applied it to expanding his congregation, man. Because he basically implied that building on his congregation was the fulfillment of that scripture, man. All right, fulfillment of the scripture of what's to come for the kingdom, man. And we know that scripture is literal, man. All right, so, hey, man, with that, man, I hope you brothers are edified. Hey, man, we in hell, we in captivity, and you have people that just they taking the crumbs from the poor, man. All right, the Most High is gonna justify his people, man. He's gonna deliver his people, man. We're the afflicted, man. All right, we're oppressed of the devil, man. All right, but with that, I hope you brothers are edified. To the next lesson, shalom.